Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this video, it's literally a continuation of the video I've just uploaded. So if you want to go back to the video about Coventry University, you're free to do so, and do not forget to put your comments and let me know what your thoughts are. Now, the first thing you should look out for is the accessibility of that university. So I would say personally, I like to stay in a place where it's easy access. So whilst I was choosing Coventry University, for example, I looked at the proximity to other places. It was easy access for me to go to family, friends that are staying in other universities, like other cities. So from Coventry to London, it only takes about an hour and a half on the train, and it takes about 2 hours on the bus, and it takes about an hour and a half as well to 2 hours driving. So it's literally relative. It makes a lot of sense. It was easy access to actually visit people, and it's not just in one dump area. So it was a nice city. It is a nice city, not even it was nice city. Another thing I would say is you should make your research properly. Have a proper research. Do not just choose any random place, or just don't choose a place because now someone has come to say to you, oh, I think this university is good, I think the school is good, I think this college is good. You might as well make your own research. These things are everywhere. These things are online. Universities as well have got their own publications to actually make you understand what their school is about, what their goals are, what their institution is literally about. So this thing is actually very advisable for you to actually conduct your own research. Do not just jump into making conclusions based on other people's opinion or other people's suggestion. Whilst you're thinking about studying abroad, you need to consider your subject. You need to consider your course. What course am I going for? Why am I choosing this course? Is this the right university for this course? You need to be very, very specific on that. That's one thing people do not get right, and that's part of the reasons why I feel like I need to. This is the key point of this video. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the key point of this video. This was my motivation in this video. I needed to get it across to somebody that you need to literally, align the course to the university. A lot of universities have got different courses. They've got different A to Z courses, but what people have come to realize is that if a university is, for example, good at literature, it might not necessarily be good at business. Do you see what I mean? And also what you're trying to look at in the abroad context. So there are certain countries that are good for certain things. So for political science, you can go to countries like England, countries like America, countries like Germany. For things like fashion courses or language courses, let's say you want to learn French, you can go to a country like France. Do you see what I mean? So that's just an example of, choosing the right country to your subject or area of concentration. So you need to literally, stick to that thing. There are a lot of, if you're looking for maybe affordability or something, regardless of what rank you're looking out for, there are lots of universities that would definitely fit into what you're looking out for. Because that's a mistake a lot of people actually make. Make sure you do that. Do not make that mistake. Make sure you don't. Because I told you, do not say I did not tell you, because I told you, do not make that mistake. That's a mistake you do not want to make. Make sure you get on the right university. Don't make a mistake other people have made. So make sure you make the right choices. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about is consider the barriers. So there are a lot of barriers. So obviously, if you're going to a place like Scotland, I think Scotland English is a bit, it's a bit different. It's a bit out of the box. It's that sort of English if you're coming from certain country. I'm not going to name any country, not to offend anyone, but you're coming from certain countries, and you're in Scotland, for example, you'd have to do a lot of, hey, I can't hear you. Can you repeat yourself? Pardon, this, that. So you need to understand, are you ready for the language barriers? Not necessarily the language itself, like the accent barriers, but it's something you can always, adapt to. That's what you call adaptability. Are you ready to adapt? And there are other barriers. Are you ready for the food barrier? If you're going to a place where you can't actually get the sort of food you're used to, Are you ready to eat let's say, for example, you're coming to England. Are you ready to eat mash? Are you ready to eat potatoes? Are you ready to just, stick on steak? Are you ready to do the English breakfast instead of you having your own sort of breakfast? Are you ready to just, adapt to certain lifestyle? And if you are, why not? So yeah, it's just up to you and what you'd like to do. Just make sure you consider the barriers. There are a lot of barriers that are there. Do you want to stay in a country that is close to home? Are you that sort of person that feel homesick easily? Do you want to go to a country like Australia where you can't easily just, wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to get on a 5 hours flight back home. I'm going to get on a 6 hours flight back home. Or you want to stay somewhere close to your country where you can easily get on the flight back without having a stopover. You can get a direct flight. So it's just up to you to really truly look at the barriers before choosing a university or a country that has got the university you want to go into. Another thing is the expenses. What are the expenses? How expensive is this place I want to go to? For example, I'm going to use this example. It's like, do I really want to stay in London? Can I afford it? Is that a place I would want to, stay in? Do I want am I financially okay to actually, stay in that environment? Can I fit in? Can I maintain it? Or do I just stay in Coventry where I can easily go out and get my chicken and chips for about £3 instead of me staying in London where if I can get my chicken and chips, I'll probably get my chicken and chips for £6. So it's just like weighing your options and trying to figure out the difference between what's more favorable to you. So I would say if I want to look for a city, for example, using myself as an example, I would rather want to go to a city where things are relatively cheap, not relatively cheap, where I can easily get access to things, where my bus pass is not expensive, where I can easily get to on the train. For example, in Coventry, we don't necessarily have like the train that goes all like that from one postcode to another postcode. But in London, obviously, you can use the trains from one postcode to another postcode, from one area to another area. But in Coventry, just use the bus from one area to another area. If you're going out of Coventry, that's when you actually have to use the train. If you're going to places like Tower Hill, but honestly, I don't think anyone gets on the train to go to Tower Hill. People just use the bus, So you just need to consider those things and make sure you check if that's actually suitable for you, if you're okay going through that, if you're not okay going through that, if it's something you can afford, if it's something you can afford, is the proximity okay? You just need to check out those things. Yeah. Now, the last thing I'm going to be talking about is make sure you seek personal advice. I've had people come to me and say to me, oh, I want to do this course, or I think I want to do this course, but I'm actually a bit confused. I don't know if it's actually right for me to do this course in Birmingham or to do it in Coventry. You need to be able to converse with other people to seek their opinion, people that have gone through that process before. You can also seek the opinions of the would I say like student representatives in that university, So they've got units that are actually assigned to represent the university to talk to students, especially like international students that are coming to that university. So they've got a lot of people that are willing to attend to you. So if something is not clear, you need more clarity on something, do not be shy, because at the end of the day, you're paying your fees. And even if you're not paying your fees, if you're on a scholarship, you definitely worked for that scholarship. Do you see what I mean? So you need to make sure you talk to these people. They're humans like us, they're humans like you, they're humans like me. So it's just to talk to them. Oh, I have a problem with this thing, I need more clarity. I want a course that's got internship, I need a course that has got extra this, so has got extra units, so has got this. Just need to express yourself and let them navigate these things around for you. And what some people actually do is to use like educational consulting companies where they actually help you put through the process, and they give you like A, B, and C. Okay, these are the options I think suits you best, and then they let you choose, and they give you like reasons why these universities or countries are actually best for you. So personal advices, consultation is perfect regardless of what it is. I think some people actually told me, oh, they just used the hashtag, because there was a time I got posted by Coventry University, so a lot of people actually did contact me through that way because they felt, oh, you're black and I'm black, or I thought I should just message you to ask you these few questions. Or people actually used the hashtag Coventry University on Instagram and then they found me that way. Some people actually used the same hashtag on LinkedIn and then they found me that way. Or somebody was like, true, friends of friends and of friends and of friends. And I'm always happy to, you know, answer people and give you my suggestions if you'd like to. So if you want me, or if you want me to, you know, give you my honest opinion about certain things, if you need advice, if you're trying to navigate around something and you're not too sure, you're a bit confused and you need help, do not hesitate to contact me. I'll leave my Instagram name here and I'll leave my LinkedIn here and I've got a website as well if you want to look at my website, but it is about human rights to be specific, and I'll put my website here. So if you want to contact me on these 3 platforms, then you're most highly welcome to. So it's just up to you which one it's easier for you, and I'm definitely going to respond to you as soon as I can. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned to my next video. And if you've got any other video you'd like me to talk about in regards to university, in regards to school, in regards to courses, do let me know. Feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to work with you. Thank you.